graph the solution set of the inequality negative 3y is less than 6x minus 9. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to graph negative 3y equals 6x minus 9, but with a dotted line. Why a dotted line? If we have a less than or greater than inequality, we use a dotted line. That is the convention. Alright, so let's see. This is almost in slope-intercept form. Let me put it in slope-intercept form by dividing each term by negative 3. So then y equals negative 2x plus 3. We'll just use the standard scale here. Let's put some marks here so we know what we're talking about. Alright, I'll plot the point 0, 3, that's the y-intercept. And now the slope is negative 2, so down 2, right 1, down 2, right 1, repeatedly. Alright, so now I will draw that line, but I will use a dotted line. Now, it's an inequality, so I have to now use a test point. So let me now use a test point. And frankly, generally, if the line that I've drawn does not pass through the origin, I test that point, because the arithmetic is really easy with zeros. So I'm going to test the point 0, 0 into the original inequality. Is negative 3 times 0 less than 6 times 0 minus 9. So let's see, the left-hand side is 0. The right-hand side is 0 minus 9. That's negative 9. Is 0 less than negative 9? No, that's false. So 0, 0 came back as false, which means I will shade the other side of the line, and so I would shade this region. Graph the solution set of the inequality negative 3x plus 5y is less than or equal to negative 20. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to graph negative 3x plus 5y equals negative 20 with a solid line. Why a solid line? Well, it's the convention. If we have a less than or equal to or a greater than or equal to, we will use a solid line. Alright, so let's work with that. Negative 3x plus 5y equals negative 20. I'm going to put that in a slope-intercept form. So let me first add 3x to both sides. So then 5y is 3x minus 20. And I'll divide through by 5. So then y is 3/5 x minus 4. Put some scale on the axes. Plot the y-intercept at 0, negative 4. And the slope is 3/5, so let the line rise 3 and run 5. Rise 3 and run 5. And I will draw this with a solid line. Test point. So now remember, it's an inequality. I have to determine where to shade. So let's use a test point. Again, notice the line does not pass through 0, 0, so I'm going to test 0, 0. is negative 3 times 0 plus 5 times 0 less than or equal to negative 20? Well, let's see, negative 3 times 0 is 0, 5 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 0 is 0. Is 0 less than or equal to negative 20? Again, that's false. So no, that's not true. So 0, 0 is not a solution, and we would shade the region, we would shade the other region that does not contain the test point.